Hello besties! It is Becky here with Bestie Becky's Crafts, and today I have a card video tutorial using this adorable stamp from In Love Art Stamps, and it has that adorable ladybug on there. I told you it was going to be my first video tutorial using their products, and this turned out so cute. So I can't wait to show you what we're going to make today. So I'm going to slide this out of the way and show you. Look at that! Isn't that cute? That ladybug is so awesome. Love her. And there's some bling on there and some Wink of Stella. And then when you open the card up, put a little flower there on the bottom. So sweet. So this is what we're going to make today. Really easy. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, we're going to need to make our card base. And our card base is just a piece of 8.5 by 11 white cardstock that I cut down to 5.5 by 8.5. Pretty simple, right? And I'm just going to fold it in half because, I don't know, to me that's just easier than getting your scoreboard out and scoring it, because you're just folding it in half. Alright, so there's our card base. Easy enough. And we're going to set this aside. Now, we're going to cut out our first mat that will go on top of the front of our card. And I chose polka dot paper because, you know, ladybug and her spots. I just thought, you know, we kind of went. So I cut the mat, though, to fit the front of the card. So my front mat is cut to 4.25 by 5.5. So, pretty standard measurement there. So let's go ahead and glue that on, and I'm going to put some tape glue onto my mat here, and I apologize for this noise there. I want to make sure that I get the right side of my card, and there we go. Alright, now my card's a little bit long, my mat's a little bit short, so I'm just going to trim off the difference there. Doesn't make any difference in this card at all, but we don't want that little bottom piece to be sticking out. So there we go. Alright, so there's the base to our front, okay? And then what I did was I cut out a large oval from my die set. And this is the biggest one from my die set, because when you take the ladybug and you color her and you cut her out with that oval, I just needed the next size up. And she's a pretty good sized ladybug, so just want to make sure we had a nice mat. So the oval is about 4.25 inches by 3.25 inches. So, kind of give you a rough idea of what size I use. And then I'm going to go ahead and not glue yet, because we need to do something special to our ladybug leaf here. And I was hoping I'd have my cutting board. My son stole my cutting mat. Alright, so let's use this one. I don't want to mess up my cutting mat here. So it's my ladybug, and we're going to do something special to her leaf. I have my crafting blade here, and if you can see on this card, part of the decoration on top slides underneath her leaf. Can you see that? So I need to do some cutting. So I'm going to cut, I'm going to follow the leaf line there, that black line, kind of even on the outside of it. And I always find it's easier to twist your paper than to try and move your hand, and that way it stays pretty smooth. And I'm not quite sure how far I'm going to need to go in, but I'm going to go ahead and go in, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little more. And there we go. And we've cut out that little slit. So hopefully that's enough. If not, we'll cut it some more. So now we can glue her to her oval. But we don't want to put any glue where that leaf is, okay? Because we want that sign to be able to slide underneath. And as you can see, I use my Copic markers to color her. I love my Copics. So I will also, in the description below, write down what Copic colors I use to color my ladybug and the flowers. So now I'm just going to glue her down on top of this mat, like so. Isn't she just so cute? She's just so cute. Alright, so we'll just kind of set that off to the side. And now for her circle in the sentiment, sending Ladybug hug. I just used my round die set and used the die that went around that sentiment, and then I just used the next circle up from that to cut out a black circle to kind of tie all the colors together. So I'm just going to glue this to the circle. And I know it's kind of hard to see black on black, isn't it? So I glued that on there, and I want to put that off to the side. Alright, because we have a few other things that we need to do first before we kind of glue all this together. So I cut a strip of black cardstock that is 3/4 of an inch wide by 4 1/4 inches long, and I cut it the same width as the mat on the front of my card. Do you see that? Because we're going to work on this little strip down here at the bottom, because this needs to be glued on first before we glue our ladybug on. So to work on this, let me pull these off to the side here. So on this strip, I also used, I have a die that makes a scalloped edge with little circles in it. You see that? And I wanted to put that on top of this, but I wanted a different color to show through rather than just the black. So I just cut a strip of red, and I think it's like 1/4 of an inch wide. And yeah, I know the strip's too long, I know. But I wanted to just glue it so it covered the circles so that it shows through. So, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use my tape glue and run it along there. And then put this over the top so it lines up with that top edge, like so. Press it down. And then now I'm just going to trim. I'm going to have to do more trimming, but this will just make it easier for me to line up on that black strip. So we take our black strip here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the tape glue now along on that red strip. And then I want to place it near the bottom if you can see, near the bottom of that red, of the, I'm sorry, the black strip. But I want it centered. Alright, so I'm going to switch it around. Sorry. And center it. And I'm just going to kind of use the dots as my center point. And that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess. Just like this. Alright. And then, oops, stuck to my finger. We are ready to glue this down to the bottom of our mat. So, like, how many layers of glue is this going to have, right? Alright, so this is the bottom of our card. I want to make sure, because I'm working upside down. And I'm going to put this kind of close to the bottom. So I just line it up with, you know, I just kind of pick a row of dots, polka dots, to line it up with. And there we go. Alright. So now we can glue on our ladybug. She's just ready to get on this card. So I'm going to put some tape on the back of this oval, like so. And I'm going to put her close to this edge, alright? And kind of close to the top, because I need room for that sign. And I don't want to cover up all the bottom there. So like that. So now let's put our little sentiment in there. Alright, and if I go like that, you see it lifts up. And this will slide right in there. So I'm going to check and see if, oh yay, I did cut it big enough. Awesome. I think. It's really close. So in that case, all I'm going to do, it's on, I know it's on the card. Don't cringe. Because I'm just cutting through that top layer. And then I'm going to cut just a little bit more on the bottom here. Not much. So we can get it open a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So, let's go ahead and put adhesive on the back of our sentiment here. And I'm just going to kind of bend my card a little bit. And I want my ladybug to show, but I want the leaf to kind of come underneath the ladybug word. You see that? So now I've got my glue here, and I'm just going to put a small drop just to hold that leaf down. Alright. You know, while I have this out, let's do some of our other little things that we glued. So, on the sign, I have a heart. I just used a punch and punched out a heart. So, put some glue on the back of my heart. That sounded kind of funny. And then I want to just kind of put it on here. I think I'm going to angle it that way. There we go. Okay. And then you can see the flower. Now there are two sizes of flowers on the stamp set. There's a small flower and then a larger flower. And we're going to use both of them. But we're going to use the smaller flower on the front here. So, to give it some dimension, I'm going to use foam dots to raise it up. And I'm not sure big one. Oh, we'll just use this size one, and I don't have to worry about it showing through. So, there's my foam dot. Peel the back off there. And, you know me and my tweezers. I don't know what I'd do without my tweezers. Alright, so we'll glue that to the front, too. Alright, and now, let's put this off to the side for a second. I'm going to put my bow at the bottom, down here. So, let's put some glue on the back of our bow here. And then, so that I can see here, I'm going to turn it around so I can center it. That looks pretty good. Alright. And now, for the center part of my bow, I want to raise that up at a dimension. So I'm just going to use a foam dot. Make sure he's stuck there. Peel off the backing. And again, I'm going to use my tweezers so I can get it centered. Isn't it cute? And now for the fun part, the bling. And here's my bling. Some red shiny bling. And it comes, this bling happens to come like in a sheet, which is kind of cool. I only need 3, so I'm just going to cut 3. Like so. And then use my tweezers to go ahead and put them on my card. Hopefully straight. There we go. So cute. So cute. Alright, let's do the inside. So the inside is just our big flower. Put at the bottom there, corner, so you have room to write. Or if you had, you know, a sentiment stamp that you wanted to use on there, you could do that. Now this one we're going to glue down flat because we want our card to be able to close all the way. Unless you were putting a wad of cash in there, you know. And that'd be alright for it to stick up. And then, we're almost done. Pretty quick card. I went ahead and did my usual, created with love, and put it on a piece of paper. I'm going to put that on the back of my card. Like so. And now, to finish it up, let's use our Wink of Stella. Love this stuff, right? And I'm putting it on the flower. I want to put it on my heart. And I'm going to put it on the ladybug's wings. I just thought, you know, our wings should be glittery, sparkly, fun, right? I would want my wings to be Wink of Stella. And then on the inside of the card, I'll do the same to the flower on the inside. And there we go. Well, isn't that easy? And so fast, so cute. Oh, I like it anyway. So, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And I will leave a link below to the stamp set that we used, which was this one from In Love Art Stamps. I'll leave a link to their shop. I'll leave a link to this stamp set because it's you gotta have it. I mean, you gotta have it, right? And I'll also leave a coupon code for you to use. And make sure that you put that in when you place your order. So, that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's card. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you give it a shot, and I want to say thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time. And as always, happy crafting. Bye.